green minerals. Inti chief executive nimba ya Besenka ehoni jina kakra na yeshe sa entity no eni acheche na siene. But ebio ebia nipa be miense bia manya emu akwanya no bibi a chire mo adwene chebe mo kwaya ma motimi afre na afi yedi enkomo wi a enu wetimi ayi follow up chief akwaba.
Oh my slogan in na changes yeah boko
oh nyame adom pacho boko pa na adwum ti say
yagusu
are we seeing progress Ghana for no
we are seeing progress. We are seeing
progress.
Oh, there's hope.
I see.
And that form, but there's progress.
And that form.
And that form. Sector will be up as old remedy.
Yeah. Is it interesting cost per pound?
Oh yeah. Too much. Because you see, there's a lot of ignorance about the mining sector.
People do not
know. As a way of starting, who can mine here? Now, bro, for your mom license. If you are Newman, go first, ni a sanko, ni one. Almost a bush beat.
No, your
Majuma, Yatisa about 10%. Tier tax. Normally, be a call raw.
It's hard to
yes. Impact be a protocol see enclave economy. Enclave. I don't know how you explain it in tree. I say, the impact in the rest of the economy and I will be maybe at it, but now things are changing. That is why okay, I'll honor popular request now green minerals. Next time you buy opportunities in the mining sector.
Okay.
I'll spend again a whole month, like the way I'm spending 1 month on illegal mining. I want to say, just picking license. Na koya shame na kotu good is just a small portion of the whole mining. What do you call it?
Common.
Oh yeah. Now on my 2021. How many years ago? That's 2 years ago. Yeah, report. Sika mining companies are spending on fuel, petrol to get to the good kamu. Fuel, running or machines and lubricants. 2021, fuel acquired $304 million.
Mining sector.
Just fuel. This about just about 14 leases. Mining lease, but 14. But I say for just fuel alone. First, near 100 million. 2 years before. That's 2021. Sorry, 2019. And that's about 100 million.
About 21.
And then she said, "I said no. You to mean China or Hong Kong beton fuel Ghana. 60 years after independence. 7 and 1957. How many years? And that's about 66 years or so after independence. Said you like a Jimmy Massa or Hoko Bebaha Abbey filling station. Oh, mine, no, a ton for we are not in Chicago. Why? We call it so embarrassing or very shameful. Wow, until within a split of 2 years, Sikao spending the top fuel, making fan lubricants in Cowan, and the lubricants count and number 400 million. My main business now that space you are protecting Magana for Sikano Bekai and one
700 million
304 million
plus
304
lubricants
million. There be 304 million on fuel alone in 2021, according to Minerals Commission reports. Because companies who file for report, over file fuel ahead or toy, be a new meter say, go for meter say. A couple my bed 13 or so mining leases, no. That's about 304 million. Fuel alone out of the 50 items on the mining list. Fuel in Kwan 304 million. 2021. So say or 2020 3. So maybe I should say by now I do bear 500 million. Well, because fuel taxes was super, so that's a lot of income to government. And I be a new mine, so bear 4 within 2 years. A be so expansion, and I be so redevelopment. A be on a good crab, a baby, and see and mine a good bear 6 years. She see a pager on the surface on the underground. Almost started. Oh yeah, they started like last year August. Wow. So much tough. Inti first partner total. What is the other one? Engine, Vivo. All that's all around more, but not in the mining sector. You see there be mining there. Wow, or mining. Who call more crew man? The sectors be or free one more coin. Well, baby, who call Japan? There are certain things that is protected for them. Who call USA? America, I want to mean maybe Germany, France, every country. Now, what me have for cement, Akoton, Nigeria. You cannot take, I stand to be corrected, you cannot take cement here and take it to Nigeria. Now, don't go take one. They will not allow you. Well, to me for cement, we are producer, let's say CMAF. No more. You cannot take your cement to Nigeria. They will not allow you. Because they need to protect Dangote cement. Wabaha, men can't say Yampamono, but they are some can't me into no yen so as a state, we got to decide say aha a de into Magana for yet, especially in Indian or that is it. A new ferry says 60 something years, but I stop it 2019. Wow. Into me shed that I bet discuss it at length 1 month. I say you're spending time on illegal mining. You better the same thing for the opportunities. Intermediate men will be on me. See next week me here comic program be, but the other week, the week of 24th, no. So 24th, 25th, 26th. So 27th, I'm in this studio. I'll start with the opportunities available for Ghanaians in the mining sector. Wow, you can say no. Yeah, the Shares Commission say all mining companies. Omusika now, omukoton good now. Mudiba back to Ghana. And the omu business. Once a Joy FM saying conform for adverts, BBR, you understand that? Company be our bank. Yes, some move for 60% in for local banks.
60%.
Yes. And you know the mining sector is the biggest contributor in terms of foreign exchange earnings. Oh yeah, no less than 40%. So if 6.6 billion worth of minerals were exported last year, and then about 70% is returned to the country, then $5 billion. And you're asking does those transactions, at least 60% of that, including insurance, should circulate through local banks now. It is you are capitalizing the lines of NIB, ADB, Car Bank, need local ones. So Ghana Commercial Bank and all those local banks. And yes, only Omo pay Eco Bank, Absa, Stand Chat, Stand Big. That's the kind of those are the banks they like. I'm not criticizing those banks. Neither am I saying you understand that? But look, there's something we call local champions or strategic sectors. That's how it should be like. We got to develop our own. Wow, and into new months, let's say last year, say they sold good almost 1 million ounces at an average price of maybe $1,750 an ounce. You're talking about maybe 1.8 or 1.7 billion. Assuming they return even 1.5 billion of that for 60% of scanner because over to workers, over to for services, all kinds of things. For Sikano, for normally almost the buy, we call Bank of Ghana near Momu cities. Or they fat local banks. You are trying Bank of Ghana, almost the list now, my very nice. They are more mining companies. Until at the end of the year, I'll ask you, you made $1 billion this year from the sale of minerals. Okay, how much did you return to the country? 70% or they be at least they bring more than 70% back. Into a chichri grow a in terms of showing up.
Okay, so maybe this is uncommon, but an ADM.
So where Upa, those yes one, yeah, comedies.
Comedy, no.
Comedies.
I think Wabaka area is here, Air Chief Executive Minerals Commission, and Nutrition Common one say no. It's green minerals, and my chassis on that. Now, in Chemun is saying, you can say mineral be a green air patches.
Okay, on my wow. Ye as human beings all over the world, creative problems of my.
You know, maybe
for example, process, Accra, when in Accra, what is the term climate change that? As a climate, weather no season, baby bear drier, baby come more flooding, baby so sea levels be rising into islands, no, islands in disappear. Wow, especially called Pacific Ocean, it could be a phenomenon Maldives. Call France climate change conference, now Prime Minister no grow soon. Or see, it's a matter of years, it will vanish. You see, the whole of Ghana, coastal areas in a low line. But then the question is, then what is causing all this? The rise in the temperature of the earth. And then they cause it. Energy now is energy now use as human beings. So for example, we burn a lot of coal. Wow, the big six: India, China, Indonesia, Australia, South Africa. Okay, these are the major users of coal. Coal at the end, mainly at the electricity. Wow, you use petrol, petrol, need gas, all those things a lot. And Sanya Mano, as the vehicles are running on petrol. Your machines in Sanya produce greenhouse gases. Gases it enters the atmosphere, the earth becomes warmer. Wow, and then I am climate. You see, Obia to maybe Mukra the autistic, but at least you don't know to me say, Yan changing and near be a lifestyle a bit higher. If you say more drought, more flooding, islands will disappear because temperature no rising, so sea levels are rising. Yeah, decide say we are saying you agree at least. Do don't agree say one. Say you jai petrol, ni gas, ni sanyamana. You use the power ni kamu. You see, for example, UK, almost by 2030, 7 years from now, will be on use car, use petrol, ni gas, ni sanyamani bill. Yes. Even 1/3 of the cars in UK is electric. I don't know the last time we got brochure. Wow. EU, European Union, almost 2035. In almost 12 years from now. Okay? They will ban internal combustion engine. Car, meaning will drive it. I use petrol, gas, because we running those things, near man producing and no they creative problems, Wow. So everybody wants to go green. That's one. Two. US, almost by 2030, at least, bear 50% of new cars be electric. So that means almost be good has bola. Petrol cars in almost be good as force. And second hand, am I into USA 2030 again 7 years. I better say, okay, almost new cars half electric. Over China, which has the biggest car market in the world, almost at least 40% of new car sales electric. You understand that? So, Obia tries to use electric vehicles. That's number one. Why? Because nobody wants to use gas, petrol, Nissan, Manubium, and then they create problems. That's number one. Two. Apart from that, apart from the fact that you're running cars on petrol and all those things, say energy, into renewable energy, into wind power, you can say more. Wow, into ocean wind power, say, miti gas, be solar, okay, those things. These new electric vehicles are here, solar, new wind power, so you see, we want to go green. Wow, we want to go green and move away from fossil fuels, and by going green, wind, and all those, and use electric cars. Then all of a sudden you realize it say sa niema na ye di beye solar panels no niema na ye di beye wind turbines, you know, any electrical vehicles, you know, say minerals, components now the battery, you know. The battery you put in electric vehicles, the battery now the best store power.
That no money in
the solar panels, sanya money every minerals. Do you get it? That's why they call it green minerals. We want to go green. Now, for example, a typical electric vehicles, here 6 times more mineral inputs than conventional one. A
typical one. No.
Typical electric vehicle. Okay, recently me say almost Bakubi also or Kumasi or whatever. On typical electric car components now the battery needs manunia so that you don't use gas or diesel now whatever no. We have 6 times more minerals than the same car K.Ayisi petrol. You see it? So it means that you need more of these minerals to produce those components. What do you call it? Onshore wind turbine. You will need 9 times more minerals to build a wind turbine, which will not emit any green gas, as compared to same capacity if it's a gas fire station or power plant. Okay, hence the term green minerals. We need to go green. So the technology for cleaner energies will require certain minerals. Hence the term green minerals. These are the minerals to go green. Use electric vehicles, to use solar, to use build these rechargeable batteries and these batteries to store electricity. Okay, you are going green.
Yes, so that's the technology.
And no, into green minerals. Into move from the green minerals. Ebimusu friend energy transition minerals. Wow, you are transitioning from fossil fuel, exactly, petrol, gas to this new one and polluti. Into some people also call it energy transition minerals. Ebimusu friend technology minerals, because all the mobile phones, flat screen, okay, TV, monitors, optic fibers, okay, all these things you use them. Practically everybody in the world, a mobile phone, whether you are poor, you are rich, okay. Components in minerals. In fact, this office alone, the studio was here. Most of the gadgets here are all from these minerals. Wow. Telecommunication here, defense, aviation, space. When you so you have basically about 4 different names for it. It be a technology minerals, and no green minerals. It be more friend critical minerals. It be more friend energy transition minerals. So in summary, those are the green minerals. And I'll give you the state of play. So I'll give you some of the examples of minerals now, which say are hot to go green. You understand that? 1, lithium.
And we have it here.
Oh, yeah, will be. Let me just identify the minerals first. Then member of state of play worldwide, and then you will Ghana. Into lithium, a green mineral. Nickel, cobalt, vanadium, zinc. Women have green minerals, manganese, graphite. Okay, Ufa battery ni si already check out no man. Graphite is about 1/3. Lithium components in wow. All these spacecraft and all those in the magnets and all those things in them, they are all from this mineral. Those are the raw materials that you use in doing it. So that is it. By far the most popular is nickel, cobalt. Into those countries that are having nickel, lithium, okay, cobalt, all those things, they have become, sought after countries. They say over DRC, say the one country almost 2/3 of the world cobalt every hop. Wow. Into the Western countries that need these minerals, you see, hence the term critical. So critical to almost defense. This defense equipment almost using almost space industry, almost technology, you say almost BBI technology, mobile phones. Into Japan say almost penny rough because these flat screens, they use all these things. So it is so critical. At the ever disrupting supply chain and how 7, 3, 4, 5 countries were controlling raw material no and more that ufa lithium say currently Australia half of the world's production. Half. Australia half. Chile 25%. Into Australia and Chile almost about 70 something percent. But the biggest reserve of lithium in the world are 3 countries: Bolivia, Chile, ni Argentina. Inti omo borders ho no ye for lithium triangle. Omo de no share as en Chile, brine, salt, omo pumping. Then omo use sunlight to concentrate in evaporation ponds. So that's one source. And I be hard rock. This Australia ni, what do you call it? Ghana, DNUB. So you either get it from the salt, okay, flats, and now hard rock over mine over 20 says there are 2 other minerals. So lithium. Now, what do we have in Ghana?
Out of
all this, let's come home. We have manganese. In Suta, in Switchback Road, Savannah, who call therapy, interest, okay. Serious exploration is going on for manganese. Fine. Into manganese is also one of the minerals that are used. Other than typically manganese, they use it to make steel very tough. But it's also used. They combine the minerals to use it. That's number 1. Yes, our lithium, central region, we call a Woyahua. Etaho. It's a world class project, a very good one. Okay. A far Asante. In Kwa Ebimukwa called Brown. Now far to Savannah, upper is upper west. That's the belt. Okay. Geology never potential lithium boom. But for now, Yahoo Baku can see a way in infancy man. In Tinkofo to the day I'll discuss how we should tap into all this. So your lithium, your manganese, your graphite, so what is graphite used for? It is used to make lead in pencil. By at least a third of the EV battery, electric battery component, it comes from graphite. Into around war, outskirts ho, company be or into almost years you shame to upgrade it to see how much pan into your graphite, your lithium, we have manganese.
Ghana.
Yes. And your geology nature say, oh, nickel, cobalt, the other ones, baby, potential letter, utiho. Until I say, shame. That is your name, baby. A could be cried, dear nickel, dear, a cooling yard nickel. Wow. Whether you have to take the whole town away or whatever, I don't know. Okay. So we are so rich. Go to the photo in chain and the DNA, but a whole lot is available. I think what Ghanaians are interested in, which I'll discuss next time about. Are we going to treat it like said they are good Basa or whatever 100 years? Are we going to do it on between their kosa and then it is something I'll discuss in terms of Inshisha. So that is the state of play. Now China will be through China. Well, sure, China produces only 13% of lithium. Okay? Our reserves are 8%. But about processing, utu lithium now, over processing first stage, 44%. Control it. Then in China, the whole world, the processing of the lithium, they control 44%. Utu we now concentrating to the concentrate now. As all the different plants will now produce hydroxide and now carbonate. 44% of the capacity in the world, China. Into Tesla, Munya, Omoko, it is said how 60. I didn't know that 60% of Apple is assembled in China. I don't know whether the figure has fallen. Then the cathode ni battery cells now car nankasa and all those in China controls anything over 70%. One country. In US, ni European Union, almost setting up all kinds of relationship. Oh, they say yeah, forward down for. Yeah, once we went brand trade deals and all those things. People are rushing because you see, what the West don't want to hear is monopoly. Where 3-4 countries were controlling something they need so much, particularly for defense purposes. Because you can disrupt global supplies. Ufa, into Babia, there's a little bit of war, or China say, rare say China control over 80-90%. It's almost so China for in fact, they say for lithium, nobody. I mean, the West is struggling to cope. I'm telling you. China is dominating. The largest producer of electric vehicle is China.
Asempa FM.
Bibia, say I can't depend on you. So that is a state of play. So Nyamia Shiraye, we are very well blessed. Then the central region stretch but let me repeat, so far it's only one company that has identified in commercial countries, and very soon. Now, upese fasonu or lithium, what's the process? When you break a yen and hard rock, you have to concentrate it. Upe high grade at 6%. Upe concentrate it. And no na raw one. And their price in number roughly $4,000 a ton. The woman who Central Virginia 320,000 tons. That's what they can do every year. Now, so see plant. Now, Uber process it, concentrate now. You need about anything between 8 to 10 of the lithium to produce 1 ton of the carbonate. Now look at it, Omayeni. The raw one, spodumenu, concentrate, almost 4,000. Last year, in number 7,000, about from Accra. Who concentrate? Do you know how much it is? About $40,000.
The raw one.
Yeah, so it's about 10 times if you add value. Okay, let me put it that way. It's about 8 to 10 times the cost of what you get if you from the value addition than if you take it raw. One with the state of play. Into hydroxide, and I use it now to produce a cathode and all those battery cells. So we need to ensure, say, you set up chemical plants to refine the raw lithium here. And yes, sir, we have slaughtered ourselves.
Right, many chief executive and chair come baby, but maybe you have a friend for me and suggest a contribution to our conversation. Nafi, Nancy Mitraton from Brain. Until friend Mrs. Sia, Wadaro Manin come on 0302 216545 0302 216545 and 0302 216546. Nan come wono ma yendi ma mensanka biem say chief executive Minerals Commission, Mira Martina, K.Ayisi, Anna, Yanina, Etche, and Comono. Today, a dog comes to be up to with our friend for me, so then we are back to the studio to wrap up. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Sorry, Yamra back. I'm sure maybe they'll get through it because we'll be a pressure. We'll be some Yamra back. Nafi, sir, and Yama we know said we see reason. How we also now thinking through the management of it. Said be an experience. I'm going to say but I want to do a better experience. An experience I am better.
So raw, because my catchers is here. Catchers say the price of the raw one. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Patriotic, good afternoon.
Oh my good afternoon. What's me Kasaka?
Yes, you.
Yeah, oh my papa on anything come na ni tima bope fana waboa o man nso bebe ofe ensem o kane enema o de atoto akoma na chese first ne de na gold ne besa ne de ni yetugu keke but o de atoto akoma no me hu se ebebo o man nje nko so na nyamenka no o man me sra nkomo o nje me sra nka mtazi nya namba na yedi wetre. Oma mesrewa wadawma
omo dibema why
akomfort city adodo omai
why na city mo
akomfort city
akomfort city mo
kwa benya ena center ena we part to city more ma omai akomfort city double for uber city yenina almost city.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
2 weeks ago, almost a woman Quabina, what process could you talk?
Oh.
Mr. One coming out number, Anka.
Yeah, poor one was afraid. Why?
Whilst we wait for
no, they are callers on, but no, good afternoon, Aponti saying.
Damiano, why?
What you?
Yo, Papa, not just Papa, you can, Ghana mind and can you hear my own? Can you say your cocoa the crumple, baby? And so, no, and one of the normal boy, and I say, then I told Cynthia, am I a dresser? Eh? I was able to be a year and your mind, young, so I yet to memo for young Fasom. You will forest, you will good, you will be beer, but the hawk at DNA, yeah, good, a warrior modernity, and cancer for my Ghana, a year mobile. Then for still, yet I so say, yes, Romo, the same penny for no. But I feel you can do men's about right.
Okay, so yeah, that's it. If a friend you chat to a crown of a Yamber up with Mr. Martin ACCU. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And I'm Rob and the Casafi Candy.
You too.
When the board, see you in Abaso, Minerals Commission. And say, so shall I by my feet over the man and my home on power buffer. I know I can wait any enemy, Papa, young fear my granny enemy. 2019, it come the buy an abwa, but $100 million body. Anna care for the one Abaso.
Okay, so yeah, that's it. One Mugusu, I'm from Pamtra, DBC. Yet to be for friendly baby. To be says, you short watching. Yeah,
rainbow price, Vinchro.
Yeah,
Nikita, and 6 July 2023. That is last week, Thursday. Last week, Thursday. Concentrate, you know. Uyanu, two at the end now, Caribbean, and we bet me Ghana, lithium, no. As of last week, Thursday, price New Year $3,775 a ton.
As of last week.
Wow. The amount who away and produce 320,000 into the multiply ponian share as a last week price. Now Shesika Ubenya. Okay, so multiply 3775 times 320,000.
3775
times 320,000
times 20,000. Oh, okay. So 120,800,000.
Debut for you to make it very easy, no? Just do 3775. Yeah. Just do times
32.
320.
Okay.
Into the 1,000 account, that's about 1.2 billion.
Yeah.
Into that means lithium, there were way on ye tour. Assets this price. That's our 1 point.
And
I be a coffin, but at least it's more than $1 billion. Raw no sano. Assuming say Yanka 2 as a last week. Meanwhile, the Amudi Basin and do 200 million. Within a year, much me. Wow. Now, say any under Hona young is a chemical plant within maybe 2-3 years, no processing now. Time now, price in the year 3775, you know. And fund is roughly just about $4,000, you know. Who the call man on it, who the call China, normally share chemical plant, you know. 42,650. So that is about 14 times the price of processing the concentrate, you know, in a chemical plant.
So we have to.
It is about 14 or 15 times more than raw one. It is my main church before we wrap up. Uku tour like ene, ye momo kwa no muku tour. Ombe runu ka krebi and no much maya no manya spot do me and ombe friend concentrate. And no. And then 4,000. Last year, then number 7,000. Wow. But would the crochet chemical plant process it concentrate now $42,650 per ton.
With the plants, we should have it.
And you need about 8 to 10 tons of the raw one to produce 1 ton of the carbonate or hydroxide. Into what your price, you know? Into no, say a trans near beside one say, okay, the one at a way up. Upe say 320,000. Would the financial process even 150,000 tons crop or Ghana? I said beside one say, okay, 150,000, and over process even 100,000 tons. Okay? And a half of that. I said beside one say 1 FM. Such a processing or chemical facility. ABA, I said, Brunei project economics. Ube and she share as plant power BBA, ABA because ABA, infant ABA $500 million. To because you, Sikawe, made it 2-1. Ebe cost me more to produce it than what they call China now, US and our baby. So then you have to ask ourselves, say your mom incentives. Okay, ABR na power no. Cost of the cost of power can consume everything. Ebe ma adenu bo bed. Or you bet me at some na okay, you reduce tax man ka krebi and never kaso. Okay, one day one efficiency way you bet some more. Inti I say bisa on say pass ABR. You bet more incentives. Government will lose about $50 million a year. And we'll get 4, 5, 6 times. You see, then that is how I saw doing Nipa. Me more incentives. How much am I going to lose? It be $100 million. And the outcome of giving incentives, you know, about bring me about $200-300 million, then it's worth doing it. What you say? Because the price is around 4,000, barely 4,000. Or the kosher fidie no urua. You're talking about 42,000. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if it comes to tell that China 1 ton me process here, me who convert electricity me 1 cedi kilowatts hour. But Hano the bagan na scammer electricity won't quite 10 cedis. Then I said beside I won't say okay, yes, so you tissue from 10 cedis to 1 cedi. Now produce or refining or chemical plants in one near cotton one. Can we recover more than the incentives we are giving you? If the answer is yes, then there's some
exactly.
For example, for bauxite here, open processing bauxite and yes, more power. Nothing in Vaco. It takes a lot of energy to refine bauxite into alumina. A lot of way. If you want someone to come and set up, you tell them, okay, who call Australia, who call China, who call US and Canada. This is how much it costs to produce a ton of alumina. And you know, so I'm say top power, no, let's say $1 a kilowatt hour for the sake of argument. Or not to make bag and a ton of 5. You tell it that it is better. That's why we send our bauxite raw and then we import processed bauxite, which is alumina. Near there are 2 vacuum. So the vision of the president say, that is the right way to go. So that is it. So if we need to give incentives for us to realize the value addition here, we have to do that as a nation. 3,700 and something as against who process here 42,000. This is last week's price. We cannot go wrong like good.
We should have it here.
We have to do it here. Even if it is 1/3, I ever process you are. I say process you are. In she share very soon. I bind in she share beba. Well, yeah, in say good. In Chasema down. Okay,
so we say it's medasi. Next week, you know, one here. You be interact with the public next week only more because there are a lot of questions. So I'm sure say you're more kwenya more to be interact with us. Exactly, a lot. It didn't fear I said WTO one way I could adapt to full processing. Now if I confirm say me
total from fuel station or mines, you know, here and there cockot. Almost you, almost Ghana Stock Exchange, almost about 4,000. Because the retail sector is so big. Go, Konako top fuel, that's a member mines. Well, we are so dream, baby, a den, so the monk call for.
Baby, a den.
Next hand will be a baby, a den. Now, Uko Airport, so Ghana passport holders, West Africa, the rest of our Uko Bebenyes who call America, do you enter the same place with the American citizen? American citizens, the other passport holders. Other passport holders. Yes, there are so none in Japan, European Omuma subsidies for agriculture.
Yeah.
So let nobody come and tell us these WTO rules and all those things. EU, ni Japan, subsidies for agriculture. So if we need to give subsidies